Alright, and welcome to the first of Breaking Vegan. Today I'm going to be doing an interview with my main man, Habi. Thanks for being on the show, dude. It's good to see you.
Yep.
Alright, a little bit about Habi. I met him at the IWF. It was a big fitness convention. They had a bodybuilding competition there, and I work with TI Fit, doing a lot of functional training. And I have a big show, I have a big stand, and I walk around in a Superman shirt. And he rocked up walking there with this little mace. Which one did you have?
I had the quad mace and actually the club bell.
The club bell, and he's just a small guy. I mean, he's not that big, and he just swung this thing around and he said to me, "Here, try." And I tried this thing. I thought I was going to break my back. The hardest thing I've ever done. And since then, we started hanging out, and here we are doing our first interview.
I have to say thank you very much for having me at Breaking Vegan.
Oh, you're welcome, dude.
First episode, you're rocking a meat eater on your show, which I thought is really cool of you to have that, man. It says a lot about the show, and I think what you want to try to do with it. So
yeah, well, I had to. The first thing he said to me was that you're vegan, and I'm going to give you shit about it, which he does. He gives me shit about it every day, but I
respectfully give you shit.
Just like you respect me and I respect you, which is cool. So I mean, here we are eating some
avocado.
Some avocado.
Yeah,
see, respecting the veganism part. So tell us a bit more about yourself. What do you do in this gym? What's the goal behind it?
Background wise, let me just tell you, I've been in China now for about 7 years.
It's good to have it, by the way.
Cheers. From Southern California originally.
Okay.
And I've been out here and I've been involved in the fitness industry now for about 5 years. And now I have the opportunity to be able to be the director of a gym.
Wow.
And run my perspective on training.
And that transition from losing so much weight, how did you do that? I mean, that's quite a lot of pounds that you lost.
It was a lot.
And in a later stage in your life.
You know, I realized something. The losing weight, no matter what you do, as long as you move and you eat well or you reasonably eat well, you'll lose weight. But what's more important is the consistency of it and being persistent with it. And understanding that fitness is not necessarily a temporary solution for a lifetime thing. That it's going to be the way you're going to live your life, and being healthy should not be temporary, right? Because most people just want to look good for the summer and then that's it, right? Mm-hmm. But that's something that it took me a few years, and even till now I'm starting to get into the groove of just living like that, living a healthy lifestyle.
And healthy life, let's talk a bit more about your diet. You're not vegan.
I am not vegan. I can pass by one, minus the meat,
So let's talk through your daily diet as a fitness enthusiast. At the moment, you were telling me you're on a pretty strict diet at the moment.
Yes, primarily ketogenic, which just means restricting all carbohydrates, all sugar, legumes, and maintaining a high-fat, moderate protein diet with carbs coming from vegetables.
Okay. So what's your? Let's talk about your breakfast, for instance. What's your breakfast layout?
How about I'll just show you?
Okay, let's check it out.
So this is a drink that I make in the morning. It's ridiculous, actually, you guys, but I almost take pride in drinking something this gross, and I'll tell you what it has. So how about you have a swig at it first?
That's bad.
It smells horrible.
Wow.
Funny story though. Funny story. This morning I was in the subway, and I drink about 3 cups of this, like huge cups.
Okay.
And I burped. And everyone in the subway, if you've been in China, it's just so crowded. I just get people just gravitate away from
It's like dropping a bomb.
Oh yeah, it's like dropping a bomb. I might as well have farted, man. You should have seen the look at people's disgust. And to get that look here in China, you got to be doing something.
That's going to be bad because a lot of people. You walk into the metro everywhere, they're burping and farting all over the place.
Yeah.
And I had this old guy yesterday as I walked straight past in the street, just let one off.
Yeah. Well, guess what? This repelled people away from me.
Let's go. Cheers.
Yeah. I'll tell you the recipe in a little bit. It's pretty intense. Wow. Can you guess what's in there?
Wow. Man, I've tasted some bad stuff in my life, but this is the cherry on the top, eh?
You know, I'm quite practical. I'll tell you the story about this. It's definitely not. It's not the most tasty drink ever, but I do it for practical reasons. What you see in this 10 garlic cloves, like a thumb size full of ginger.
Wow.
A bunch of kale and a bunch of spinach. 2 celery sticks, 1 carrot, 1 cucumber, 1 grapefruit, giant spool of coconut oil, and what am I missing? And then half a beet.
Okay, that explains the redness.
Yeah, that explains the redness. That's what you get.
Wow.
I mean, it's a lot, man. It kind of just gets me going.
I want to know what goes through your mind. What do you think about diet? How do you control diet? What's your view on it? Because you've got a complete different approach when it comes to exercise, unconventional training.
Right. All right. The first thing, diet. It's always. I think that term gets thrown out pretty loosely. Everyone has a diet or a nutrition plan, what have you. It's just whether it be a shitty diet or a reasonably healthy diet. So that's sort of the way that I like to approach it, not necessarily as that's my diet, so to speak, but that's just the way that I eat.
Okay.
So that kind of eliminates the pressure of me having to eat a certain way, right? So that's the first way that I like to think about it. So if you can simplify, not like, oh, I'm going to do this, right? Just make it seem that be the norm. Right, that's just the way you eat. That's one way. But regarding nutrition, for me, I approach it the other way, where I'm too lazy to measure stuff. I'll be frank. If I would measure protein, for me, it doesn't work for me. So eating ketogenically allows me to eat quite a lot.
Okay. Yeah.
So it really doesn't. I don't really focus. I know the calories in, calories out.
There's a myth about meat being the only full protein profile. Now breaking that down means the full amino acid profile. Mm-hmm. Now there are about 16 amino acids. 8 are essential, 2 are sort of semi-essential, and the rest are non-essential. Now the whole idea is in a pack of chickpeas, for instance, there's 6 of the 8 essential amino acids, and there's like 2 or 3 missing. And in certain ingredients, it doesnn have all of them, it has some of them missing. Hence, that's why in our packs, I combine, as you see, we've got different seeds.
Right.
So as a combination, it's getting those 8 essentials that we're looking for a complete protein profile. But goji berries have a full amino acid
You
profile.
should throw some goji berries on the cheesecake you made me, man.
On the cheesecake?
Yeah, that you made. Come on, man.
Yeah, that was pretty good. What did you think of that?
Fucking delicious.
Did you know that it was vegan? Would you be able to tell?
I just thought it was healthy.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I thought about.
Guilt-free.
Guilt-free. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Guilt-free.
All right, so next up, let's talk about your training, the club bows, the mace. But before that, let's show them a video. Maybe we'll show you, let's see a video of Habi in action.
Have a look. Is it down here?
Yeah, video's going up here.
Okay. There you go. Here's one. Three, two, one, go.
Wow, that's quite insane stuff. Let's talk more about the motion. I mean, you explained to me, I've been doing a lot of training with him, learning about the equipment and how to train with it. The shoulder, I mean, after I trained with it the other day, you go into the gym, you do just a shoulder exercise, you really feel it burn, and the next day your shoulder feels like really isolated, like a trained shoulder. But I had a complete different feeling. It actually felt like my shoulder was actually attached to my pectoral muscle.
Right.
Why?
The nature of the training, it's not linearly. So what I mean by that is, like, for example, let me ask you, like, what's a typical shoulder workout for you? Give me a few movements.
Well, I like to mix up weights, shoulder press. I like to use my cables, reverse, pulls, pickups, rolling out the shoulders, muscle ups.
Right. So then now when you're using a tool that's unique to the shoulder joint, you're able now to maximize that motion. So instead of training a muscle, you're training a movement pattern. And the reason why you feel like your shoulder's attached to your joint, and yeah, go ahead. Nice. They can't get enough of my juice. Yeah, so the reason why you feel like that,
Yeah.
it's because you can actually, you're using, you're not isolating a muscle, right? Like either pressing or what have you. You're maximizing that joint capability of the shoulder. So you won't feel one particular type of muscle under load. It'll be a combination of muscles, you know? So that's why you feel like it's attached to you.
Okay.
And you don't compress your joints. You know, like in a push turn, right? You're decompressing your joints because it's actually moving away from you, right? So you're not getting a lot of strain on that joint. No.
Are there many people that have shoulder injuries? For instance, people that have dislocated their shoulder a few times. Is this something that they can do?
Okay, so I'll be very brutally honest with this. Technically speaking, you using this properly, like in any other form, should prevent injuries instead of giving.
What
you
do they think of the
injury.
tea?
Yeah, what did they think of the tea?
Well,
Disgusted, right?
very special.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
Habi made.
Yeah, don't lie to me. Don't say delicious. So going back to that, like,
Shoulder.
your shoulder, right? So
People with injuries.
this is actually used as an injury prevention when you have the ladder clubs. They focus more on joint mobility.
Okay.
And so, instead of like muscle, building muscle, right? So that prevents injury, man. That's nice right there.
Oh, brilliant.
Did you gulp that? You gulp that in.
No,
Yeah, go.
And keep doing what you're doing. Keep educating people. This gym is amazing, really cool place, and we're definitely going to be running a lot more workshops here, a lot more shows, and going to be doing a lot here. So if you guys are in Shanghai, come through. It's a really nice place. I mean, you can sit, you can have your coffee. We're going to actually be doing an interview with Roger. He's going to teach us how to make his coffee. Roger's the coffee man.
Yeah, and I'm the tea guy.
He's the tea guy.
Which is funny, considering that I'm the Westerner. Yeah.
It shouldn't be the other way around.
Fuck it. I don't know.
Everything's made in China.
Everything's made in China.
And then I'm the rabbit.
Thanks for having me, man. I really appreciate being
welcome,
part of
dude.
Breaking Vegan. I've always was very excited when I first met you, so it's kind of cool to be a part
Well,
of
that's
this
the thing, you know, it's just like you eat meat, I'm vegan. The viewer out there, you guys may do whatever you do. And this is purely just to demonstrate that we've all got one thing in common, health. And you've got health in common, but everyone has a different point of view, different beliefs, different background, different, you know, you grow up differently, your mom cooks things different.
Right.
You know, we're all used to our mothers, you know, our parents play a big influence in our life because they were there to guide you right in the very beginning.
Right.
So that sort of becomes, you know, God, it becomes the law.
Right.
And that beats into us. So very often as we grow up, people change. So yeah, pretty much this is what we want to do is say, there's two options. This is how you did it in your life. This is how you ate. This is your view on diet. And I'll talk about the alternatives. This is how you can do exactly what you've done alternatively. And then at the end of the day, you as a viewer have the choice to make it either way, whichever you feel is fit for your goals, your desires.
I have to say, I'm very excited. You talked about having an episode, vegetarian and veganism. I want to turn it into that because I also want to figure what that is.
Okay, so
I've never met so many confused people when it comes to where's the difference between those two things.
So-
What episode is that going to be?
actually, I'll talk about in the next one,
Okay.
vegetarian versus veganism.
Yeah.
And just my view on the two.
Okay.
And I want to break it down and pretty much say it how I think it is.
Yeah.
As again, everyone's got their own opinions. I've got an
Yeah.
opinion on it. Might be different to a vegetarian. A lot of people
Yeah.
might not like it.
I don't like the shade of gray in this one. It's either one or the other, but it's all right.
Yeah, there's no gray. There's no gray. There's
Either there was
either
an
eating
inside-
meat here and there's no eating meat here.
Yeah.
No
Fair
in the
enough.
middle, no bullshit, no sugar coating, no nothing.
Yeah,
Either do it or
that's
you
funny.
don't, and that's your choice at the end of the day. So thanks, guys. That's us, and we'll see you at the next show. Peace out.
Cheers.
Awesome.
Good.
Yeah. Okay, just do a test.
1, 2, 1, 2. Hello, hello. We are going to talk about how to turn the whole world, the whole galaxy, into a bunch of vegans. Everybody's going to be vegan. You know, that is actually the Chinese name of our restaurant. Like Pure and Whole is called Susu, which means like terminal station vegan or terminal station vegetarian. That's the literal translation. Terminal station vegetarian.
Tea. This is Japanese tea that we got from Natural. Is it Japanese tea? This one? No. This is Yunnan tea? No, I know. I'm making this one though. You're making this one? Yeah. Okay. Thank you for the correction of what you assumed that I was going to do, Roger.
Right, you have a coffee there?
Yeah. So where are you going to be sitting at?
I'm going to sit right next to you on the right.
All right. So you want to get my good side or you want to get the... Yeah.